Hello, Aldwyn, Altuney here. Welcome to Media Queen TV. We have the amazing Leanne Clune here with us. It's so great to be chatting with Leanne. She's an all-round amazing woman. She is the lady, the brainchild behind the amazing book Radiante, which has 22 heartfelt stories by authors from the Gold Coast, Brisbane, New South Wales, South Australia, WA, and the US. And it has reached #1 Amazon bestseller in about 10 categories internationally, which is absolutely awesome. She is a mother of 3. I don't know how she does it all. And now she's putting together a festival. Can you believe it? A whole festival going for about a week called the Radiante LIV Festival. And we are celebrating the launch here today. So congratulations, Leanne, and welcome.
Thank you, Aldwyn. Always lovely to be on your show.
So great to have you here. I am quite blown away at everything you've achieved, and considering your background, you've really taken quite an about face really with COVID, with what you're doing now with Radiante, and you're so in your flow with it, and you're going from success to success with what you're up to. So for those who don't know much about you, can you share a bit of your background before you got into actually doing Radiante books?
Yeah, sure. So I've run a finance company for almost 17 years now, since my eldest child was born. And I've helped my clients to save, to really create more income. So that's what I'm all about. So creating more cash flow. And I did a lot of restructuring of debts, high interest rates, consumer loan debts, and rolled them in and restructured them and saved my clients lots and lots of money over the years. So it would be nothing for me to save my clients $1,200 a month plus, just from restructuring their finances better and to suit their needs.
It's so important, isn't it, to manage your finances? Money is an exchange. It's basically symbolizes units of exchange. It gives you choices, etc. And I know a lot of people have a lot of money issues, have issues receiving money, not so many issues giving money. A lot of people are very free in spending their money, not so great at receiving, right? So what are some things that you found with all your clients across the years that were some of the big challenges you found that you made maybe some small tweaks to help them with their finances? What were some common things you found?
Yeah, so one of the huge things which leads me into my publishing work is that I would fix people up. I'd save them $1,000, $1,500 a month, $1,600 a month, and I'd say to them, look at all these incredible opportunities you now have with this extra money that you don't have to work for. I've just basically found it by restructuring what you've already got. And I found that the clients, and it's a money block and it's a receiving issue as well. And it's also the patterns, because it's the energetic patterns of how we work as humans. So my clients couldn't see what I saw. Basically, they couldn't see those unlimited possibilities. And they would often come back to me in a few years' time, even though I'd released so much money and cash flow for them. They were back where they were when they came to see me, and they came to see me as, SOS, please fix me again, Leanne, almost like I was Leanne the magician. And that really took me on my path, Aldwyn, to where I am now, because I thought, what is it? What's going on here? It's so much deeper than just fixing the numbers.
Yes.
It's very psychological. And there's a lot of energetic work to be done around finances to really heal and to be able to let yourself fly financially. There's so much work to be done.
And often this work is, not just doing a course, right? This is something where we need to do the inner work, because often we've been conditioned in Australia to rise to the middle, right? And, Radiante is certainly not about rising to the middle, right? Radiante is about shining bright and letting the world see that, right? And, a lot of people don't give themselves permission to receive and to, actually view wealth as a way to measure how much they have been contributing to others, and it's something I know that I've been challenged with in the past, and I know a lot of people I know have been, and half the thing I think is just getting conscious around that and, not beating yourself up about it, but actually realizing that, hey, I might have a bit of a money block here, and maybe I've been making things harder for myself than they actually need to be. And often we're just too close to what we do to realize what our situation is around money. So I think that is awesome that you could come in and help people tweak just a few things and make such a big difference for them.
Absolutely. And, if you think about it, if you had no money worries whatsoever, you woke up and you didn't have to work for money, all your expenses were taken care of, you didn't have to worry, it just came into your bank account, all your living expenses, everything that you needed for your business was taken care of, how much extra energy would you have in the day? We waste so much energy worrying about finances and cash flow and money. And it really is a huge factor in setting us free as entrepreneurs when we cover all of our base costs. We can really click into our creative selves. We can start new businesses. We're given that opportunity. We can't if we're stuck needing to make money to pay bills.
Yes, so true, so true. And a lot of people are in that survival mode,
survival mode,
making sure the bills are paid and, I can definitely relate to this. Like, my money journey has been, money comes in, money goes out, it can be like quite a roller coaster ride. And
Absolutely.
Even though I have investments, cash flow wise has been, and probably for a lot of businesses the same, it can be challenging sometimes, right? The money comes in and it's not always consistent with how much money you make each week. And, when you have a job, of course, how much you're going to earn each week. But in business, it can be incredibly challenging because you don't know, when you're going to, be able to earn more money necessarily unless you have some great evergreen strategies happening online. And that's becoming more challenging now because there's so many people that are doing courses and things online. So it's a lot more crowded marketplace there. So what are some tips you give people to actually help with their financial freedom?
So it's get a real clear view of where you are now. Get real clarity on where you are. So many of my clients have come to me, Aldwyn, and they don't even know what position they're in, really. So the first thing we do is just work out where you are now and then where you want to be. Look at what debts you can restructure. What can you get a better interest rate on? It's competitive out there. The interest rates are low at the moment. It is possible to restructure high interest rate business debts, ATO debts, all those sort of things. It is possible to restructure them into, your owner occupied property loan, which is below 2% at the moment. Now, not all lenders will do that, but this is the sort of structuring and the professional structuring that I do for my clients. It saves an absolute fortune and it's still all separated and tax deductible and what have you for your accountant and the ATO. So it's all okay. So first is to get clear on where you are and it can be painful. There are often tears. It is triggering to look at where you are. Dig it all out, get your head out of the sand and just look. You have to know where you are to progress. You have to. So restructuring it, seeking the advice of a trusted professional to restructure it for you. And if that's possible for you, but that's my number one, definitely. So I call it decluttering your finances. Okay. So many people have all these extra super accounts and all these bank accounts and all these loans. It's like, let's declutter them first and simplify them. And then just looking at where you want to go, what are you wanting to do? This is a common one for me as my clients come to me, they're working in a job, they've got a business idea, but they need to sort out their finances before they take the leap because of all those things that you were saying. Because business income is ad hoc at first. It takes some time to build up. You don't know what's coming in. And then also I'm a huge, huge advocate for safe residual income streams. So putting into place safe investments, and that's a big process as itself. So working out
And
what
looking at
you're comfortable with and what
yeah.
your goals are, and all those sort of things.
Yes. I love the Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. You've got your employees, you've got your self-employed, the business owners, and then the investors, right? And when you get in the investors quadrant, and you can actually, that's when your money starts to work for you, right?
Yeah.
And, when I think of the most easiest money that I potentially have made in my life or will make is in property. Right,
absolutely.
Property is one that every 7 years they say it doubles as long as you sell at the right time, buy at the right time, etc. Cryptocurrencies now are becoming very popular, etc. And all these things are really important to look at if you want to be radiant in your life, right? If you want to be radiant, if you've got money blockages, then it's very hard to be radiant. What'll happen is you'll be radiant on the surface, but actually underneath there'll be these blocks which are going to hold you back.
Absolutely.
Right? And I just want to point on this. I've been doing a lot of quantum work with an amazing guy called Dr. Espen, and this is from a event that I did with him called Quantum Advanced. And this is Dr. Hawkins' scale of consciousness, which actually ties in with your chakra points. And a lot of people have when we're talking about money blockages, this is like your root chakra up to your, going up the scale, right? This is your heart chakra, throat chakra, etc. Now, this yellow area here, this is the money area. This is the money area. And a lot of people living in fear, they've got grief, they've got desire, apathy, guilt, shame, etc., all in here around money stuff. So that yellow center, which is around our belly button sort of area, behind our belly, that's a lot of people are holding stuff around money there. Yeah. And then as we work up the heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown chakra, etc., that comes into love, gratitude, peace, joy, enlightenment is up here. And obviously radiant, I see radiant as enlightened beings. I see radiant as living in joy and living love. And I absolutely love the title of your book, Radiant. It is a brilliant title, and I know there's a bit of a story behind that. You may not want to share all of that, but sometimes things happen for us, not to us, right? Sometimes we have in our minds that things are going to go a certain way, and then something happens, and then something better comes out of it, right? Which we don't always see at the time. So I think also trust is a really big thing.
That's huge.
Trust and being open to receiving. And, I must say it's brilliant that we have in the Radiant book, and I'm so proud to have a chapter in it as well. We have John Assaraf of The Secret fame, who has done a forward in the book, which is absolutely brilliant. And I loved his bit in The Secret where he pulled out an old vision board from 5 years previously, and turned out the house on the vision board was actually the house that he was living in 5 years later. So,
just gives me goosebumps.
The power of that is huge, right? Absolutely huge. And that's a real abundance mindset. Doing vision boards, having that clarity is also working in the quantum field, because 99.9% of all of us is energy and vibration, and that's what that Dr. Hawkins scale, this is scientifically proven. We vibrate at these different frequencies, right? So look it up. It's scientifically proven. Dr. Hawkins' scale of consciousness, whenever you lift your energy up into the radiant area up here, right? Love and above, love, joy. Gratitude's also the same as joy, 540 hertz for joy, and then peace. And whenever you can raise your vibration there, you're going to attract more opportunities to yourself. You are going to attract more clients, if that's what you're looking for. It's amazing what will happen when you lift your vibration. And I must say, out of the 22 authors you have in the book, they are all extraordinary, and such an amazing collaboration of women that you have brought together. Leanne, can you explain a bit of the process of, going from having a finance business to then deciding to put a book together? How challenging was that journey for you?
Yeah, so it's interesting how you talked about the vibration scale and everything, because that is how I live my life, and I've always been a very natural manifester, I guess you could say. So I just say, oh, I'm going to do this, and I just do it. And people would go to me, oh, you're just lucky or whatever. And I didn't know how I was doing it. So it just seemed to be this natural thing. But now that I've investigated it and researched it extensively, because I'm like, how am I doing that? I want this now. So how did I do that? I need to get some sort of some sort of research behind me, I think.
Yes.
And it's about living in a high vibration and just expecting it and just being worthy of it. will, attract it so quickly to you. So not having those blocks of, it might not happen, it may happen. It's like, yes, that's what I'm going to do. And that's just it. Like that's my new thing. So what happened was during COVID last year, my finance business slowed significantly when COVID started. And that's because, the banks got very hesitant to lend initially. They didn't know what was happening, and neither did any of us. And I just basically lost, $35,000 of finance boom overnight when COVID hit. And
Wow.
I thought, maybe maybe it's time for me to look at other things. And also, my phone stopped ringing. My phone would ring non-stop, right? Like it was full on. And my phone slowed down. So I had the gift of time, and I haven't had that in a long time. And I had space because I have very active children, which, I've told you about, Aldwyn, but
yes,
I am the mother of two very gifted sports teenagers, and that requires a lot of effort from myself and my husband as parent. And we do that, to support our children no matter what, like we do it. But it does, it takes a lot of time. And my eldest son, he's very gifted with his dance, and he dances 30 hours a week, and I'm his main taxi. So it's every night in the dance studio, every night dropping him off, picking him up, and on weekends as well. Well, all of that stopped during COVID. So my business slowed down. My finance business slowed down. All of a sudden, dance was via Zoom. Soccer stopped. And I literally had another 20 plus hours a week.
Wow.
It was incredible. And so I had time to really sit and listen to me and listen more to my intuition and the insights that were coming. Because when you're so busy and you're in the hustle mode, you miss a lot of your intuitive insights. You need to be in that still space to be able to get them.
Yes.
And so I got the opportunity. I did an online business course, and then I got the opportunity to write in a multi-author book, which I'd never done before. So I've done lots of articles in newspapers. I've done lots of blogs. Not a problem. I can write about finance just off the back of my hat, just no worries. But when it came to writing about me, that was a different process. So a very deep, vulnerable share about myself and challenges that I had overcome. That was an incredible process. And what happened was, when the book came out, like my business, it tripled from writing that chapter. And I really feel like that was because of my business in the finance industry. A lot of people in the finance industry in particular, I feel very guarded.
Yes.
Whereas I just spoke from my heart, this is the way that it was. This is what happened to me.
Beautiful.
And so many things came out of that, Aldwyn. Like, it was huge. A big thing that came out of that. Oh, thank you. I need one of them.
Reminded to speak from the heart, always. Yes,
right.
I need to get some made, I think.
yeah, you can sell them. But it really made me reflect and go, you know what? I'm always very open and honest person, but I hadn't sort of put a lot of my stories out there, and I didn't have what would you call it? Like, I didn't have the normal tragedy story,
Right.
I didn't have that. So on the surface, I seemed quite boring, been married for 20 years, got 3 kids, blah, blah, boring. But then when I started thinking of my stories, I've got heaps of them, and they are of such value to the world. And from my work in the financial services industry, people have to tell me everything, right? They have to lay all their cards out on the table. And I hear everything. The stories I have heard are just, they make me laugh, they make me cry, they are incredible. And I always said I'd write a book one day. I always said that, but I can't because of client confidentiality. So I wrote an anonymous book about my ventures as a financial advisor. It was just incredible, you know, clients telling me about illegitimate children and all sorts of things that come up during those conversations. And anyway, so after my book got published and I saw the power of writing vulnerably from the heart as a professional and as a businesswoman and the impact that that had on my business, I had the opportunity to start a publishing company. And my intuition, every cell in my body just went, do it, do it, do it. And I know, you know, when you get that intuition and you have to follow it, that was what it was. And I knew that I had to follow it or I would be in trouble from the universe if I didn't.
Yes, and it's amazing. And we've got some beautiful people who've joined us. Hello, Dana. We've got Dana here. She's now Dana's
Hey, Dana.
Dana's here. She says, I encourage you to share the story of the title. It's a great story. Are you willing to share that story? Because I've probably opened a loop now with that story.
Okay. Yep.
Willing to share about that?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for that, Dana.
So I'd initially put out, you know, the book that I wanted to put out was called Change Makers. It was called Catapulting Change Makers. I can't remember what the subtitle was. I think it was Visionary Women at the Leading Edge of Business.
Right.
And so I put that out, got all the graphics made up, got my book cover made up, so paid for all of that. It was all professionally designed. It was beautiful. Called in authors to Change Makers. And I think it was when I had around 8 authors that I got a private message, and it was on a Sunday. And I was basically warned not to publish as Change Makers or I could face legal action because there was another Change Makers there already in print, and it was a bit different. But I just thought, you know what? It's divine intervention, and that's not the name. So that immediately came to me rather than melting down, which I could have.
Yeah.
Because I had put a lot of work in.
Sure, I bet, and resources.
Yeah, absolutely. And rather than that, I knew really quickly that that was not the right title, and that it had to be a higher vibration, a higher frequency title, and that was a reflection of the women that were coming into this project. And so actually one of my amazing co-authors and beautiful friends, and I've known her for 8 years professionally and as a really good friend, Anandi Sonoy, I immediately talked to her and I said, got to change the title. And she said, yes, straight away. And Anandi channels Source, like that's one of her incredible gifts. And so we sat there in a conversation, myself and Anandi and Source, bouncing back and forth ideas. And, you know, we were told things like, so Anandi was channeling and we were told things like ignition point. And then we had to do our own little research. It was just the most bizarre out there, you know, business meeting that I've ever had. This is not how I was taught how to do business meetings. And it's just incredible. You know, this is very radiant, and, you know, my clients and the people around me are always open-minded, but this is what can happen. And eventually, we came to that. Oh, we got told to go Latin because I wasn't happy with the igniting point or ignition point or anything like that. And we came up with Radiante. So
love it. And what is so radiant about that, which is so interesting, and I remember when you were looking for more authors at the time, that there were times that I was with you and we would, you know, suggest to people, oh, how about being in the book? And some people either, you know, they loved it or they didn't they? They
were so amazing. Yeah. It was
Are
such an
either really
amazing
drawn
process.
to it, or they're like, "Oh, no, 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 I've got my own book. I don't, you know."
So they were either magnetically attracted, I have to be in that book,
Yes.
or they were repelled.
Yeah. Amazing.
And there was no in between. It was one or the other. So it was
so
an incredible process. Very interesting. Yeah.
Absolutely. Which is, you know, around that frequency and vibration. And, you know, and
that's all that it was. Exactly. That's what it was all about.
Deborah was just asking, Deborah, what is the name of the chart you're showing? So this is Dr. Hawkins' scale of consciousness. I've also put it into...
That's my mother-in-law.
Oh, hello, mother-in-law, Deborah. Good on you, Deborah. Well, this is you'll find this on the internet, Deborah. Dr. Hawkins' scale of consciousness, scientifically proven vibration. It is phenomenal when you start looking into all this stuff. Very, very interesting how powerful we are, right? We are just so, so powerful. And
we are so much more powerful than what we realize. So much more.
So the more you get into joy and gratitude and love, the better experience of life you will have. And of course, there's going to be times that we're going to drop down. It's like a roller coaster ride. There's going to be times we're up here. There's going to be times we feel down here. There's times we feel like we're going round and round circles. Sometimes we're going to feel like we're going backwards, right? But just stay on that roller coaster ride. Just stay strapped in, right? Strapped in and stay on that ride. And the big thing is when you do have those low moments are there to teach us something, right? Often it's to slow down, right? I know that's for myself. And I tend to go, and then crash.
Yeah.
Right? Go. And so those low moments when they happen, it's like, okay, I need to rest, or I need to do yoga or meditate or go to the beach or something like that and nurture ourselves, right? And to be radiant, this is so important to nurture ourselves, right, Leanne?
Yes, and it's so important in business. It's more important in business than anything else. I truly believe, Aldwyn, because our business is an extension of us and our energy. So when we're down, our business is down, and it is all about the energy and the frequency. And that's why we're having our festival come up.
Yay, awesome. So now I can't wait to hear more about the festival, but I just want to say hello. Also, we've got Sandra Jun with us. She says, hello, ladies. Hello, Sandra. Deborah says, hi, Leanne. Deborah here also says, yes, that's exactly right, Leanne. You did speak from your heart when you ran your finance business. I always admired that. Oh, that's lovely. That's very nice. Very nice. And we've got Dennis says, yes, crypto, go crypto. Thank you. Thank you, Dennis. I want to find out a lot more about crypto. I know, look, if for anyone who understands what's going on at the moment, not just with the craziness in the world, but there's something called bail-in laws. A lot of people may not be aware right now. And 2018, the government had these bail-in laws they created, which means they can tap into your bank account, they can tap into your super. So what a lot of people are doing now is investing in crypto. They're investing in gold and silver and precious metals. Right, a lot of people are looking for investments other than the normal way the way we've been conditioned to do finances. So crypto is definitely on the rise, and it's important to get educated around that. And digital currencies, new economies like the People's Reserve as well is pretty amazing as well. So get educated around finances. I would recommend to help you become radiant. So the festival coming up now, we have a link here for the festival. Can you let us know what's going on, Leanne? I'm so excited about this.
So we have got most of our authors are coming together to create a festival called the LIV. It's Legacy Impact Visibility Festival. And they're the outcomes that I want for my authors through the Radiant project. So I want the authors to create a legacy, and that's through the form of a book. So that lives on way past when we're gone. We've got books, and you've got like about, 500 books, Aldwyn?
Yes, I do. Yes, I'm in about 15 compilation books.
You've got a massive legacy.
Yes.
And
I'm going for the Guinness Book of Records.
You are.
Yeah.
You are. Impact and visibility, as you know, that is huge in a collaboration book. And Radiant, the whole thing, like, I put everything through, as the publisher and the creator of Radiant Books, I put everything through the lens of how is this going to increase the impact, the visibility, and leave a legacy for my authors. So every decision goes through those three things. So We've got the LIV Festival, which has turned into this massive extravaganza, which is typical of our Radiant style because we don't do anything by halves in Radiant.
If you're going to do it, you may as well do it properly, right?
You might as well go crazy. And I asked the authors if they wanted to donate some prizes, and this happened way back when we launched the book. I got so many prizes that I said, look, I just can't logistically deal with this on book launch day. So we've got, it's just thousands and thousands of dollars of prizes, and all of our authors have contributed. We have got the most incredible prizes. I know you've contributed 22 prizes yourself, Aldwyn, which is just so amazingly generous. I mean, not one, 22.
Yes, exactly. Why do things happen? We've got 22 authors,
exactly.
22 prizes.
And that's what we are at Radio. Yeah. We're all about just going, just vibrating so high. Our frequency is so high. So I've also got the beautiful Denna that's on at the moment. Denna's from the travel show, and she has donated 22 travel accommodation vouchers. And she's done that from her heart because there's 22 authors. So it's just such a beautiful gesture. And these are 3-night accommodation vouchers to the Gold Coast, Sunshine Coast, all the good places, Fiji, Bali, Vanuatu, I believe. So with everything opening up again for people, those that can travel, this is amazing. And, if you can't go interstate or whatever, there's still vouchers around, they still can be used around Australia, which is fantastic.
Yes.
We've got our authors presenting masterclasses. So they're going to be, giving strategies and systems, advice, information for business owners, because we totally understand that some business owners have done it so tough over the last few years during all this mayhem, shall I call it?
Yes.
It really has affected so many business owners, and so we want to really lift people and put them in the Radiant bubble for a week, from Friday the 10th of December to Friday the 17th of December, and just catapult them into 2022 after they've been in this bubble immersion.
Fantastic. And all the details are at this link here, radiantbooks.com/festival. You have some early bird rates, I believe, going right now.
Yes. So true to form, we've got $22 tickets. Look, you can get in on the festival for $0, right? You can get a free ticket. We have opened it up for everyone. With your free ticket, you get to view the masterclasses and everything from our closed Facebook group. If you want to be in the draw to win one of thousands of dollars of prizes, then you do need to purchase a ticket. And the tickets normally start from $47, but this week they're starting from $22 because, why not?
Awesome. Only $22 at that link there. So just go to Radiant Books, Radiant with an E on the end, radiantbooks.com/festival. And you'll see all the details. Very comprehensive, amazing program you've put together.
Yes. And I had a lot of help from the Radiant authors, like everyone they just step in and they help, and it's amazing. It's such an amazing community, and that's what I'm growing here. It's about a community of Radiant entrepreneurs. It's not just about books. It's about a way of living,
Yes, absolutely. And the 22 prizes I'm donating, I'm sure people are wondering, what are those 22 prizes? So we've got 11 tickets to the Free Publicity Secrets Masterclass worth $97 each, and these are online events, and also Social Media Masterclass, 11 tickets to that worth $97 each as well, which you can attend from anywhere in the world to learn more about social media and about how to get free positive publicity without smuggling drugs from Bali. You don't have to smuggle drugs from Bali to get in the media. Okay, we teach people how to do it in honest ways.
I love that.
And what are some of the other prizes you've got, Leanne?
Oh, gosh, I've got high-level coaching packages from some of our authors. We've got mentoring packages. We've got, Reiki vouchers, you name it. We've just got so much. I can't even remember. But when you go in to buy your tickets in the Humanitics link, which is in the landing page, you can scroll through and work out what prizes you want and what you don't want. So you can just select for what prizes you want to enter into. So that means you will get a prize that you want if you win it. So, yeah.
I think that's a great idea too. So not to waste any prizes.
Yeah, absolutely. And really we're focused on our entrepreneurs for this festival, you know, because we want to give back. We want to give back because we recognise it's been a really tough couple of years. And it's really easy. Like I say, it's the roller coaster ride of your vibration. And we know that a lot of the entrepreneurs are down low at the moment. So it's about, you know, let's live life. Let's come
exactly.
back up.
Absolutely, because a third of people die by the age of 65. I couldn't believe it when I heard that statistic. 1/3 of the whole population dies by 65. And if you think about how old you are right now or how young, you know, that those years just fly by, right? And so if you're not enjoying what you're doing, if you're not loving life and bringing more joy in your life, then you know what are you doing here, right?
That's so true. Like a lot of the a lot of the authors, they wrote about, you know, asked them to write about a very challenging time in their life and something that changed the trajectory of their life, which often would put them on the trajectory of running the business they now run. And as I read the chapters, you know, I was so emotional because some of our authors have just had the most horrendous challenges that you can imagine. And they are fantastic business women now. It's shaped them. And, you know, it's, I do believe that we are given that if we want to play big, we do get thrown bigger challenges.
And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, they say, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, so welcome these challenges, because after every breakdown, there's always a breakthrough, right? After every breakdown, there's always a breakthrough. And so important to realize, while the dramas of COVID have been happening and certain things we can't control, what we can control is how we're going to be about those challenges that happen in life, right? How we're going to be about it. And the thing to remember is things can always be worse. I was saying this to someone today. Hey, thank goodness we don't walk outside and there's not bombs going off, or I don't have fear of being shot at, or, you know, so there's a lot that we can be grateful for. If you have a fully functioning body, you know, that's something to be incredibly grateful for. And in fact, if you're feeling down in any way, watch some videos by Nick Vujicic, the guy with no arms, no legs. He is one of the most inspiring speakers I have ever seen, born with no arms and no legs. And he's grateful he was born with no arms and no legs, because more people pay attention to his message, right? So he's one extraordinary guy. And, you know, this is the thing, is that we often take life for granted. We take things for granted. And there's so much we can be grateful for right now. You know, while some businesses have been crashing and, you know, people have understand there's a lot of frustration around, you know, the jab and other things, right, that are being seemingly forced on people at the moment, or people feel that they, you know, need to go certain ways with that. We're not going to get into that discussion here. However, you know, there's things that are there's some heated debate going on right now. And I do encourage you to do your own research with all of that that's happening right now for yourself. You know, and realize that you are a sovereign being, and that, you know, a mandate is not a law necessarily, right? A lot of people are looking into common law now and into their rights as human beings. And there's been a whole uprising now of people uniting, coming together, rather than division, because the powers that be want to divide and rule, right? That's how it works, okay? So coming from a loving space, uniting, appreciating people regardless of their decisions for themselves or their choices, right? Regardless what they choose around what is happening right now. You know, there's, of course, this word pivot has been bandied around through COVID, right? And you know, while some businesses have been failing, others have been absolutely booming. Some people have had amazing reconnections with family. They've had more time out in nature. There's so much that we can be grateful for in every moment. It's all about how we work with the obstacles that come our way, right? How you look at those things and actually reframe, rather than why did this happen to me? How did this happen for me? Right. And I love what you said about how you went from change makers to Radiant. That's a perfect example of actually looking at something as an opportunity that may be initially might be like, oh, hell, how did this happen? Right. Could be the initial reaction. But then if you take a moment and just go, okay, well, isn't that interesting? And perhaps there's something better just around the corner here. And so having that faith and trust that, you know, that there's a reason these things are being presented to us. So what is it for you, Leanne, that has helped you overcome your challenges in life? Because I know it can be tough for some people where they get struck with a challenge and then they can be down for months at a time. How have you sort of learned to, you know, work with the challenges and work things around so quickly to look for positives?
Yeah, so for me, it is about going back into trust and that it's happening for me. It is so challenging sometimes because, you know, and then looking at, is this a redirection of my path? Am I not in alignment? Because when you're in that real void, dark space where everything seems to go wrong, it really means that you're not in alignment with your soul path and where you should be going. So it needs to be tweaked. And what is it in my heart when I listen to my heart versus my head? You know, that's taken me a long time to work that out because I was so in my head in the finance space.
Yes.
But I've always been a very intuitive person. So just really going back to what is it in my heart? Where does my heart want to go? That's our path.
Yes, massive. That's been huge for me too, learning to open my heart because, you know, we are often very masculine in our energies when we're in business.
Yes,
you know, women have been taught to be more masculine because they're generally not respected if they're too feminine in business, right? So we often come from this headspace. However, I think now what's happening is that the divine feminine is rising now and more women are coming from the heart and the balance of the masculine and feminine, also appreciating the men in our lives. Of course, you know, we love the men in our lives as well. So, you know, balancing out and all men have feminine sides as well. So it's, you know, women have masculine and feminine, men have masculine and feminine. So balancing those energies out and having that respect for each other and learning to give and to receive and all of that kind of thing is really important nowadays to be self-aware when it comes to that. And, you know, coming from the heart, people connect when you come from the heart.
They do connect, and you know when you're on your path. You just know it intuitively when you're on it. And, you know, in my chapter in Radiant, I wrote about stepping into soul work. And when you said about the pivot, I feel like it's actually people being forced almost to step into their soul work.
It is. The light workers are gathering, uniting.
They're being redirected into their soul work.
Yes. And do you know that one awakened being, one light being will actually wake up 5,000 dark beings? As in the dark forces. So, you know, this is about, it's like the 100 monkey story, you know, about the 100, look that up, 100 monkey story, and about the shifting consciousness that can happen when you get critical mass, right? So you get 5 to 6% of the world that shifts the way they're thinking. The rest of the world will automatically start to shift the way they're thinking. So it doesn't need to be that everyone gets it necessarily. Everyone's on their own journey and in their own space. However, the more enlightened, you know, awake beings that we have, the more they will wake up others. And that ripple effect of that is incredibly powerful.
That's where I feel this festival is going to shine, because it's all about igniting the light in others. That's what Radiant is about. Radiant means emitting rays of light and shining bright. That's what it means.
Beautiful.
So, you know, on the cover of the Radiant book is a woman in a red dress, and she's igniting the light in others. She's at the top of the mountain. She's fallen down the mountain. She's got herself back up again. She's broken arms. She's broken legs. She's just kept going up. Yes, you can take some time when you're down to regroup, to feel sorry for yourself for a while, but the women in Radiant, they've picked themselves back up and they've just kept going. And that's what successful people do, you know, just whatever. You get to a point where you go, just throw it at me, life. I can do it. I am
Yes.
unstoppable.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And do you actually have a copy of the book there handy by any chance?
Not on me yet. No, sorry.
Okay, not okay. Well, it is online. People can see the cover.
Yes.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful cover design. Radiant Books, I'm sure, would have, there it is. It's on the Radiant Books. So on that site we put up before, radiantbooks.com, you can see a cover of the book. It is absolutely stunning cover. I love it. You'll see it on that festival page /festival there. So this is your inaugural festival, your very first one. And what are the future plans for this, Leanne?
So we're planning to do 2 festivals a year, but, in true Radiant style, we'll be led intuitively to what we are to do.
Yes.
And we were told, basically this festival that we're putting on at the moment, this is really for the entrepreneurs, the ones that want to ignite their energy again, want to be reignited after some poundings from everything that's been happening lately, they want to step into an amazing 2022. And so it's for the professionals that are curious to delve into more of the frequency work as well, because we will be sharing some of that sort of stuff in the masterclasses as well, intuition and stuff like that. It's for those entrepreneurs that are at a crossroad. So they may be forced to resign, or they might, be voluntarily resigning. They may have in their heart a business that they've wanted to do for so long, and with everything that's going on in the world, they've just gone, you know what, life's too short, I've got to do it. And they just need some help and assistance. So it's an incredible space to immerse yourself for a week. You can listen to all the replays, and it's just an incredible space.
There's going to be so much wisdom shared. And one person who's just joined us all the way from Los Angeles, I presume she might be, or might be in Vegas now, the beautiful Sheila Mack is with us.
Oh, Sheila.
A fellow Mass Media Mastery member as well. Yeah. Great to see you, Sheila.
Hi, Sheila.
Sheil's saying hello to both of us. Hello.
Hey.
Sheila is amazing. What a story Sheila has. Here she is saying hi. From Bootstraps to Bra Straps is her book, and she's extraordinary. She did the Mass Media Mastery program, took massive action, got about 50 media spots in a month. She has her own show, goes out to 2 million people. She's extraordinary.
Amazing.
Love your work, Sheila. Thank you for joining us. You are certainly a lady that is very radiant, coming to us from the other side of the world. So great to have you on. And we've got Bruce here with us. Hello, Bruce. Bruce Alka Jr. G'day, Bruce.
Hey,
Where are you? Where, actually, for those who are joining us, let us know in the chat, where are you right now in the world? Where are you right now? And what are you grateful for today? Let's get into some gratitude here today. We've got the Global Good News Challenge coming up next week as well. Good to see you both, Sheila. Good to see you as well. Thank you for the great work you do, Sheila. You're amazing, amazing. Look into her story. I've done several interviews with Sheila over the years, so you'll see. And she's interviewed me and interviewed you too, hasn't she?
Yes, Leanne? She did. Yeah, I did a beautiful interview with Sheila.
Yeah, she's awesome. So check her out. And talking of law of attraction, now Sheila put out she wanted a media person, and my webinar popped up in her feed, and she came along, joined the Mass Media Mastery program. We worked together, and she's part of our amazing community now.
And I did too, remember, because I wanted a media person for my Radiant book, and then you came along and then you wanted to be in the book, and it was just like amazing. I did your course and you came in my book, and it was
beautiful collaboration.
Incredible.
Beautiful collaboration. Sheila says, yes, you were manifested. Oh, that's fantastic. Amazing how powerful we are, right? When we set the intention that we want something, how the universe just delivers. Ask and you shall receive. And if you're not grateful for what you have right now. You will not be given more to be grateful for, my friends. Okay, so always look at what you can be grateful for. So what are you grateful for today? Let us know in the chat. Where are you joining us from? And I want to do a shout out to all of the other amazing authors. Now, hopefully we haven't missed any names. We've got a press release here that we did with the launch of the book, which I will actually pop that link into the chat for you, and you guys can have a look at this. It's on my website, aaxpose.com. New book, Radiante, brings light to COVID darkness. Okay, there's a press release we did for the launch, and we will have one for the festival coming out shortly, so keep tabs on that. So we have other authors here. We have, apart from you and me putting a chapter in, Leanne, we have Anandi Sano.
Yes. Yeah, Anandi Sano. Yeah.
Sano. We have Sashua Bene, who's also amazing.
Oh, Sashua.
We have Jacene Greenwood, another, like these ladies are all extraordinary.
Yeah.
Lee Mawana, another phenomenal lady. Deb Norman, Dana Sawowski, I think you say that. Deb Norman, Dana Sawowski, Sarah Lyons, Michelle Lee, Adrian Sky. Michelle's also a Mass Media Mastery member. Adrian Sky, Tracy Wiltshire, Marley Yolanda, who does the Sis in Biz. I went to one of those events. They were brilliant.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Yeah, amazing. Kuvi Jansky, amazing. Bradley, Suzanne McTeer Brown, another amazing lady.
Brilliant.
Stacey Marie, Crystal Lavorna, Angela Giampolo, Angelique Pellegrino, another Mass Media Mastery member, Laura Doe Harris, Christina Furia. Have I missed anyone, Leanne? Have we got everyone, do you think?
I think that's
about it.
I think so.
Now, some of those ladies I've never met, and this is the power of doing a compilation book, is the exponential marketing opportunity. I've actually had people read a chapter in one that I've written in a book, and they've messaged me on LinkedIn many years after the book has come out and said, I was so inspired by that story. And then I've had other people come to me say, I knew I had to work with you after reading your chapter. And I've had clients from it that way. So it's amazing the trust you can build when you share your story authentically from the heart.
Absolutely. You build so much trust, and it does, like you say, it's interesting that you bring that point up, Aldwyn, because this is not just a short-term investment, it's a long-term investment. Anyone can pick up that book years from now, read the story and get in contact, and it happens a lot.
Yes, and everyone's promoting the book to their people. So many of those ladies I don't actually know. Well, actually, I know most of them, but there's some that I don't know, and they're all spreading the word and putting the book out to their people as we are. So it just such amazing collaboration. It's like having a baby together, Leanne, almost, isn't it?
Is it?
Like,
yeah, with 22 others. We birthed the Radiante baby.
We've birthed the Radiante baby, and now the Radiante Festival. And I know you've been collaborating with Sashua lately, which is awesome.
Yes, absolutely.
And Lee as well. Lee Moana's done the website.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like I say, people just jump in and help, and that's the Radiante way. Sasha and I are doing a lot of work together with the next book. So Sasha is she does a lot of intuition coaching and stuff like that. So we've put together a full-on coaching package as one of our author packages for the next book. So we've taken it to the next level. You can choose just to do, the book program, or you can choose to do a whole coaching program designed to really catapult you and your business to the next level. So, yeah.
Awesome. Fantastic. And if you don't offer people an opportunity to work with you further, then you're doing them a disservice, because if you know that what you're offering can really help someone, then, if you don't offer it, then they'll go somewhere else where they most likely won't get as good a service as what you would give, or do things quite the way you would. So, so it's always important to make an offer to people to work further with you, I believe, and not feel bad about that in any way. If you know what you have to offer is a great service and you're helping people, the number of people I've worked with now who've said, oh gosh, I wish I came to you earlier. I put so much money into the other coaches and I got, hardly any support. And, I've had some phenomenal responses from clients, and that, that really warms my heart to know that I can help people. Or I save them money. I say, go to this person instead of that person. You'll save yourself a fortune.
That's right.
Right. Just these few like little connections can be worth a lot to people.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So, never underestimate the connections you have and the power you have in what you deliver, and your genius. And, hey, if you know 10% more than someone else, you can teach something, right? 10% more. And I know a lot of these ladies have actually been in the field for a long time, the ones that are in Radiante, and the expertise that they will be sharing at the festival will be extraordinary. So I think there's just going to be so much wisdom. So now people can watch for free, you mentioned. So how does it work if they want to do the free versus the paid option?
Just go to the website. So go to the www.radiantebooks.com/festival and buy yourself a free ticket if that's what you want. The free ticket will allow you entry into the group where we're holding the festival, and you can watch all of the live masterclasses through the group, okay? Because they're going to be streamed from Zoom into the group. If you buy a ticket, you actually get to come on the Zoom with the authors and be interactive with the masterclass. So that is, the benefit of buying your ticket, basically. And also you get to enter each or any prize draws that you want to enter. So tickets start from $22 this week instead of $47. Got a big sale on this week to get some people through the door, and you can upgrade your ticket also. So we've got upgrade options, but it's all on the Humanitics link that is in the radiantebooks.com/festival page.
There it is.
All the information is there.
Awesome. So check that out for all the different options. So the difference is basically if you have a free ticket, it's like you're a spectator on the stand. And if you have a paid ticket, it's like you're playing in the game, right? Yeah. You're on the court.
You're on it. Yeah. You're in amongst it.
Yeah, and you can interact. You do feel a lot more part of it. I've actually bought VIP tickets at many online events now, and you really do feel like you're part of it. You're a lot more engaged when you're on the Zoom, whereas when you watch things on Facebook, often you can be running around naked or, going to the bathroom or, you sort of half, well, I don't know about you, but, I do all sorts of things in the background when I've got Facebook running. So so that's why I turn the camera off.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I don't ask to come onto the Facebook Live. But it's good to show your face when you get on the Zoom, my friends. So you can really get the most out of it because there's a lot of power in the present and in your presence.
Yeah,
right? There's a lot
absolutely.
of power in presence. Now, Leanne, I know most successful people out there meditate. Is that something that you do?
Absolutely. Yeah. I meditate every day. And several times a day, I'll just find myself going to that still place whenever I can, really, I've got quite a full-on busy life. So it's even more essential for me to do it because of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not a nice to do thing. This is a must do, I believe.
I have to. Yeah.
Meditate, because that's filling your cup up, right? That's nurturing
that's
yourself.
Right. Yeah.
And that's giving you that peace inside to be able to then give to others. And for me, yoga has been great. Whenever I'm feeling flat at all, I will do yoga, or I will go to the beach. The ocean.
I go to the beach too. Yeah, that's a big one for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Or even just get your feet into just step on the grass outside.
Yeah.
Just take the shoes off and just ground yourself, right? It's very, very powerful to actually just put your feet onto the grass.
I do live on the most incredible acreage on the Gold Coast in the hinterland, and it's so high vibration. We've got, it's nothing for us to have 10 kookaburras come right up to us, and I say it can take half an hour to get up our driveway because we've got all these duck families, and we've got water dragons, and we've named a heap of our animals. We've got Daddy Dragon down that lives on the rock. But it's such an incredible space. It's just Daddy Dragon. Daddy Dragon's got kids as well, so that's across the road. You got to watch out. Yeah.
Oh.
So, you have to come over and see Daddy Dragon one day.
I'd love
He's
to
really
see
awesome.
Daddy Dragon. Oh, I'd love to. I'm not going to wait till Father's Day to see Daddy Dragon. I'm just
No, that's his day. Come on.
Yeah.
But my husband did say to my little one who was 5, he said, "Oh, look at the dinosaur baby." And my 5-year-old was so scared because he just looked like a little dinosaur baby, Daddy Dragon. But it really helps. Like I just go outside. I just go out my front door, and it is an incredible space. And really, our environment, it affects us so much. So blessed to live here.
Beautiful. And animals just give so much joy, don't they? I just find they're just so adorable. It's such a beautiful thing to have animals in your life. I have possums I feed. It's interesting. Some people see possums as pests, and I look at them and think they're the most adorable little creatures, So it's interesting. It's like some people see some, flowers as weeds, and some people see weeds as flowers. It's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? So
I mean, we've got massive bird life here, so we've got the rainbow lorikeets, and they communicate with us, and they watch us. It's just amazing, being in their space and watching the dynamics. And it's interesting when we run out of bird seed and how we get told off.
Yes.
They're like, "What's going on, guys?"
Oh, so funny. They're such little personalities, all the animals. They're just awesome. I'm just so grateful for animals in our life. Absolutely,
they're amazing. They're just amazing, And if I get stressed, I'll just sit out on the grass and just watch them. We've got a pond down the bottom of our front paddock, and just sit down and watch the animals on the pond. It's so calming.
Oh, stunning. I love it. We are so blessed to live in such paradise here in Queensland. It's definitely not a bad place to be locked down in, that's for sure.
That's
so
right.
very, very grateful for that. And grateful in general to be here at this time on the planet, because hey, massive change is happening. It's very exciting to be here right now and to help impact that change. And of course, LIV, for those that missed it before, the Let Live Festival. This is the Radiant Let Live. What does LIV stand for again?
Legacy, Impact, Visibility. So
Legacy, Impact, Visibility. Absolutely love that. There is a packed program. So please do check out, guys, radiantbooks.com/festival. There's a link again for you. Now, we have been chatting for an hour. Can you believe it, Leanne? It's just gone just like that.
Doesn't it? It seems to always happen when we get together.
Yeah, I mean, it's bizarre because I'm so shy normally.
Same.
Yeah.
Really struggle with it.
You've really helped bring me out of my shell here today, Leanne.
Not a problem. My pleasure.
It's been awesome. Thank you so much. It's been awesome chatting with you. And congratulations on a phenomenal festival. Congratulations to all the authors. Now, if people want to get involved in the next book, how do they do that? The next Radiant book?
Okay, so they can go to www.leanneclune.com.au/apply, and there's a landing page all about the next book. It is Stories from Soulful Entrepreneurs, and we are gathering the entrepreneurs that are professionals in their field, that have been in their field for 10, 15 years plus, and they have big stories to tell to the world.
Nice. So leanneclune.com/.
.au. So it's my website /apply. Did you get that? It's www.leanneclune.com.au.
I'm just bringing it up so I can share it. Leanne Clune. There it is.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so
/apply. Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, here it is.
Great.
leanneclune.com.au/apply-page. Sheila says, beautiful. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Sheila. Sending you love here from Australia. Hopefully we'll be able to meet in person one day, Sheila.
Yeah.
Hopefully. However, thank goodness for technology. I'm so grateful for technology to be connecting with you in this beautiful way here. And here it is, the website we just mentioned, leanneclune.com.au/apply-page to be involved in.
Oh, it's just apply, not hyphen page. Sorry.
Apply.
It's
I just copied
apply.
it.
Oh,
I copied
okay.
it.
Yeah.
I copied it direct from the website. Sometimes they add it.
No worries.
They add extra things. So apply will get you there, because I've actually put apply in, and then somehow it popped up with hyphen page.
Okay.
So, but you can just go apply. You can just go apply. Or just click on that.
Yep.
Sheila says yes. Just say yes. Yes. Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure, Leanne. Always love chatting with you, and such an honor to be an author in the book and to be part of the festival. I'll be doing a masterclass there on how to gain free publicity. I can't wait to see what I have to say, and because it never quite comes out the same. I never quite know what I'm going to share at any point. So I look forward to that, and to hearing from the other authors as well. Very, very special. Congratulations. What an amazing collaboration and celebration.
Absolutely.
Of people's stories and their wisdom. And I think if you want some enlightenment, we were talking about that here on our Dr. Hawkins scale of consciousness, you will be enlightened by coming to the festival. You will be vibrating.
Be lit.
You will be lit up. You will be lit up. You'll be ignited, in fact.
Ignited, all right.
In the Radiante way. When you come along to the festival. So we look forward to seeing you there. It's only another week or two away. It's not far away now, 9 days or so.
Yeah.
So look forward to seeing you there. Any final words, Leanne, before we wrap up?
Just want everyone to know that, you can there's unlimited possibilities around all of us. And it's about tapping into them and believing that it's possible.
Yes.
It's about raising your vibration to be able to tap into that. So come to the festival. We'd love to see you there. So excited to share this brilliance and just to get everyone ignited again for an amazing 2022.
Yay. Awesome. Love it. And I have my magic media wand here, and this is to show that anything is possible for you. I'm whipping some magic your way and beautiful light and love your way. And remember that hurt people hurt people. If anyone's being nasty, what do? You just send them love. Send them love, and that's what we're doing here. Radiante Books, Radiante Festival, sending you love, collaborating in love, uniting in love. That is the solution to what is going on in the world right now. More love, I believe. More love, wisdom, sharing, knowledge, etc. Congratulations once again, Leanne. Thank you so much for joining us here today. And if you want to stay connected with some of my upcoming events, I've got a social media masterclass I'm doing online this Saturday. I've got Free Publicity Secrets masterclass next Monday. We have the Global Good News Challenge starting next week as well for December, 12-day challenge where you can share gratitude, good news, lift the energy on the planet, lift your energy, lift the energy of those around you, share your good news, and also to help decrease depression and suicide rates. And Leanne, you are also very big on that point in helping charity. I know you've donated to B1G1 in the past.
Yes. And now we're supporting Cambodian Kids Foundation for this, for the Let Live festival. And the reason why we're supporting Cambodian Kids Foundation is one of our authors, Lee Moana, does so much work for the Cambodian Kids Foundation. And I remember that you were there as well, Aldwyn, when we did a big fundraiser and it really opened up my eyes to what is going on at the grassroots for these kids. And as a mother of 3, I was just absolutely devastated, and may my kids never complain ever again, because they've got it so good. They've got it so good. And these kids, they go through absolute turmoil. I had no idea. I actually had no idea how tragic the conditions are over there for some of these kids.
Yeah, very sad. I believe there's AIDS orphans and, kids that have been abused, etc., that come into these homes. So, it's phenomenal work that Cambodian Kids Foundation does, and congratulations to everyone who's involved with that. And it's so great to also contribute to that. So great work. I know Lee Moana, take my hat off to you. Amazing work that you and your team do with that. It's phenomenal.
Sure.
Maria, hello, Maria. She says you both are amazing. Oh, thank you, Maria. That's very
Thank you.
sweet. Sending you love, Maria. That's really beautiful. You are amazing too, Maria. You are amazing. Turn to the person next to you and say, you are amazing. Where have you been all my life? I have no idea who's beside you, but I'm sure someone needs to hear that today, right? So, thank you, Maria, for sparking that. And I mentioned my events here, Linktree/Aldwyn. You'll find links to all of my events that I mentioned. If you want to get involved in the Global Good News Challenge, it's absolutely free. And if you hashtag Global Good News Challenge, we will share the love around as well. We'll share into our Loving Life group and the Global Good News Challenge Facebook page. We'll add you to a private Global Good News Challenge group as well. And you will feel amazing when you share gratitude. So just check out the Facebook page, linked to the top of the page in the announcements. There's all the details on that. Once again, for the festival celebrating the amazing Radiant Let Live festival, go to this link here, radiantbooks.com/festival. Go there. If you haven't subscribed to Media Queen TV yet, that is what it looks like. Look for the red top, and Media Queen TV, inspiring truth and good news is what we're about. And you'll see that link there. We have Maria saying here, that's right. And I suppose not only in Cambodia. Yes, not only of course, there's people, all over the world right now that need support.
True.
Both of you are love to you both, my beautiful sisters. Oh, thank you, Maria.
Thank you
so much. Sending you love, beautiful. And thank you so much to everyone who's watched this. Love to hear in the chat from you, what's something you're grateful for and where are you joining us from today? Something you're grateful for, where are you joining us from today? And as a bonus exercise, what are you most looking forward to about the festival coming up? So check out the program there, and there is some awesome stuff there. And you don't have to mention that you're looking forward to my session, even though I know that that's probably one of your favorites that's coming up. You can actually
I'm doing a session too.
Or Leanne's session, right?
It's not a competition.
Yeah, it's not a competition. No. People on a mission have no competition, right? People now, Bruce is grateful for breathing. Yes, I love that. Absolutely, Bruce. Now, the main trick to life is just keep breathing. Right? Just keep breathing. That's the trick. We're in a bit of a silly mood today, aren't we? I have not had any alcohol. I promise I have not had any alcohol. I'm just giving you love. I'm high on life, Leanne. I'm radiant with life.
You're ignited.
I'm ignited. I have a firecracker at my backside. Maria, my grateful to meet people like you and being alive and have a great laugh from Brizzy. Yeah, absolutely. Laughing is so important.
Oh, it is.
Laughing is so important. If there's one thing I've learned from Mr. Bean is learn to take the mickey out of yourself, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's the thing, you can always put on comedy online. Okay, if you're feeling a bit down, just put some comedy on or just watch the replay of this interview. And have a laugh with us.
I love to put on the funny animals, they always make me laugh. It's so hilarious. Some of the most hilarious stuff on YouTube with funny animals doing funny things.
Yeah, love it. Actually, there's a great one to see, David Attenborough's hedgehogs mating one.
Oh, okay.
Mating. It's so funny. The two little hedgehogs. He has usually a 3-minute. It's a documentary at the front of his place in the UK. These two little hedgehogs, like the male chasing the female, and then when the male starts to get close, the female goes all just spikes up like this, like they get too close, and then it's hilarious. You got to watch it. Okay, my hands are not doing it justice, but watch the hedgehogs mating documentary by David Attenborough, and. It's hilarious. It's so funny. Anyway, You guys is so you could have it on replay and just keep laughing. So Sheila's catching the laughter from the US. Excellent. Bruce is going up on the Canungra Range on the way home, so I'm going to drop out shortly. Oh, Bruce, okay, we'll take care up the range. Sheila says animal porn is what my teens called it. It's the porn you get away with watching because it's actually clean porn because it's the animals just doing what they naturally do, just like humans do, but we tend to hide it away in the bedroom or in other parts of the house.
Lucky for that.
It's like the dogs. They just, dogs, there's no shame with dogs. They just go straight up to another dog and just go sniff the bottom. There's no sort of shame at all there.
No rules.
Let's just go see what this one smells like, right? Let's just go have a little sniff over here. And, it's interesting because humans have started to do this too now. I've noticed. Okay, we're watching different porn shows. But anyway, look at this. Yeah. Okay, I digress slightly.
We're going down the gutter.
Maria says, Leanne, you are so hilarious with your laugh always. Both of you are so cool. Thank you, Maria.
I just can't get hedgehogs out of my head now.
Yeah. Sheila says, or a person's leg. Dogs got to love them. Oh, yeah, absolutely. They go humping someone's leg out of the blue. They must think it's another dog with some people, but probably depends how tall you are or how fat you are or whatever. But anyway, each to their own. You've got to love all the beings out there, the human animals, the animal animals. Loves, just keep setting that love out there and keep smiling, my friends. Keep smiling because things can always be worse. And we have the Radiante Festival coming up. Yay. Can't wait. Thanks again, Leanne. Before we go even further down the gutter now, I'm going to go watch some David Attenborough documentaries. Hey, another good one to watch is bonobos. Do you know bonobos? Bonobos are chimpanzee, and they actually do things like 69. They go down on each. They do all sorts of stuff. God. It's full on, and the women rule the roost. Now we've got a lot to learn from bonobos. Okay. So that's all I need to say about this. It's very important to Google bonobos because they're very much like humans.
Right.
Okay. The chimpanzees, 99.9% of the same DNA. Okay. So, and they get stuck into it. And there's plenty of videos online that you can watch for a bit of entertainment. Oh, I love it. Anyway, as Gandhi says, let us wrap this up now, my friends. Yeah. As Gandhi says, before we get to Gandhi, Sheila's saying gratitude for connecting and laughing, my friends from around the globe. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. I contain myself. I need the poise pad so I don't pee myself right now. I've been laughing so much. But so as Gandhi says, my friends, be the change you wish to see in the world. And as I say, shine bright and light up all those around you. Stay connected, my friends. Thank you so much for laughing with us and for being with us here today. So grateful for you. So grateful for you, Leanne. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all the authors of the Radiante books and for the Let Live Festival coming up for everyone involved with that. Can't wait. Coming up very shortly. Check it out. radiantebooks.com/festival. So check that out. Thank you so much once again, Leanne. Any final words from you, Leanne, before we wrap up?
No, just grab yourself a ticket while they're $22 and hope to see you there.
Awesome. Bye. And that's Australian dollars? Australian dollars,
yes,
right?
Australian dollars.
Australian dollars. Bargain. Yeah. Bargain. Go grab them. There they are. radiantebooks.com/festival. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks.
See you soon.
Bye.
Festival. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.